Shalom, shalom, Israel. I don't know what the heck happened, man. I did the video, but I guess we're going to have to hop back in there and do it all over again, man. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Rakakadash. Yahweh is the Most High God, and Yahushai is to the world, and the only cause, Jesus the Christ. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who believe in the wealth of the Spirit, teaching His word and believing His word to the best of their ability. Lord willing, the Most High increased them in the knowledge, and Lord willing, they endure to the end. The mighty shalom to the hopeful elect, the scattered four corners of the earth, in and out of congregations. Lord willing, the Most High increased them in the knowledge, and the Spirit is still upon them to endure. And Lord willing, the Most High have mercy on other brothers and sisters that's not of faith. Topic of this lesson is take the honorable path and you cannot go wrong. This is inspired by, after brothers had camp 2 weeks ago, some of the brothers had Chinese food, and, they got these from fortune cookies, and they smacking, so Lord willing, I can bring out a few precepts that came into mind, take the honorable path and you cannot go wrong. It's a quote that I read in this book called The Pale Horse on page 36. It says, the old way is in the certain process of destruction, and a new world order is beating down the door. And that new world order would be this narrow path that the elect is working on, right? Because, in order to even, for us to even get that crown, we have to work for it, right? And if everything works smooth in this video, just Lord willing, this can be an edifying lesson straight to the point. This is 2nd Ezra, the 7th chapter, verse 1 to 13 in the GNT. It says, when I had finished speaking, the same angel that had been sent to me on the early nights appeared again. He said, stand up, Ezra, and listen to what I have come to tell you. Go ahead, sir, I said. He continued, picture in your mind a board, an immense sea spreading over a vast area, but with an entrance no wider than a river. No one who wishes to enter that sea, whether to visit it or control it, can reach its board. Expanse of water without passing through the narrow entrance. Or to take another example, picture a city built on a plain. The city is full of all kinds of good things, but the entrance to it is narrow and steep, with fire on one side and deep water on the other. One path between the fire and water is so narrow that only one person at a time may walk on it. If anyone inherit the city, he cannot take possession of his inheritance without passing through this dangerous entrance. That is right, sir, I said. That is how it is with the people of Israel, he added. I made this world for our sake, but when Adam broke my commands, the world came under my judgment. Then the entrance into this world were made narrow and difficult to travel. They were rough, dangerous, and few in number, but the entrance to the great world to come are wide and safe and leadeth to immortality, right? So because of Adam, before we would have had immortality, but look at us now, right? We have to work through a rough and dangerous path, right? This is why the men, technically men, we have to really go hard, right? Because we're in this flesh that blocks us from every day, abiding in the Lord. Because it's really about the elect abiding in Yahweh Shem Yahushai, living for Yahweh Shem Yahushai, not being ashamed for Yahweh Shem Yahushai, right? Living for their brothers and sisters, right? This ministry is about the elect. His ministry is all about Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai. The narrow path is hard and everybody is not going to want to hear you talk your talk. Right? That just goes in what's brewing out right now. A lot of people spilling out the truth. Right? When it comes to this narrow path, you're walking truth. Nobody wants to deal with somebody that's walking truth because they're going to be a problem. This is Sirach, the 34th chapter, verse 8 to 17 in the G&T. Lord willing, y'all paying attention to the key words. It says the law is complete without such falsehood. Wisdom, as spoken by the righteous, is also complete without it. A well-traveled person with wide experience knows many things and takes sense. You can't know much if you haven't experienced much. But travel can make you more clever. In my own travels, I have seen many things and learned more than I can put into words. I have been in danger of death many times, but I have always been able to escape by relying on past experience. Those who fear Yahweh Shemar Shai will live because they have put their trust in the one who can save them. Fear Yahweh Shemar Shai and he will have nothing else to fear. If your trust is in him, you will never act like a coward. People who fear Yahweh Shemar Shai are fortunate because they know where they can look for help. Yahweh Shemar Shai watches over those who love him. He is their strong protection and firm support. He shelters them from the heat, shades them from the noonday sun, and keep them from stumbling and falling. He makes them cheerful and puts a sparkle in their eyes. He blesses them with life and health, right? And only the ones that's choosing a narrow path is getting this. And through the Spirit, the elect is getting it. They're getting protected, right? In some cases, the little or the greatest, right? The Lord is building up the elect through wisdom and knowledge. Just like how we would look at Solomon, he asked for wisdom and knowledge. The elect is getting back to that knowledge. That's all they need. They need to re-update this temple that the Lord has given them, coming back here under the sun as judgment, right? As babes and then growing, regardless whatever age that you is, right? The men of the Lord are back, and they're just getting updated back into the information in this time, and they're prophesying, right? Into the fulfillment of the prophecies until the coming of a Mashiach Yahushai. But the key points you see is highlighted when we looked at verse 9, where it says, a well-traveled person with wide experience knows many things and talks sense. And in verse 10, you can't know much if you haven't experienced much. In verse 12, I have been in danger of death many times, but I have always been able to escape by relying on past experience. Romans 15:4. Things that were written for your learning. These things that we written is either what we went in our past or our forefathers, right? And we're relearning these things. And guess what? Ain't nothing new in the sun where we might have to go through this obstacle again. Or in your life, it could already hit you and you already built experience. Like, you know what? I seen somebody going through this. I had experience seeing this. Oh, I know how to deal with this. Or you physically went through it. But it's okay. We're going to go to Romans, the 5th chapter, verse 3 and 4. It says, and not only so, but we glory in tribulations also. We glory in persecution. We glory in suffering. We glory in tribulation, knowing that tribulation worketh patience. Right? The things we go through helps you build patience. Yes, I want that to be over the next minute, but we have to endure. In patience, experience hope. Right? Hope is something of not being seen, but this experience helps us, even if it's a small experience of tribulation. When it gets rough, that little small experience we have will help us, because even the smallest thing will help you in the hardest matter, right? Let's go to Proverbs chapter 15, verse 19. And this is what it reads. It says, the way of the slothful man is as a hedge of thorns, but the way of the righteous is made plain. The way of the righteous is plain because it's already made for him to walk. The broad way is a direction you can do anything, but a narrow path is one direction, one way to show you no free will. This is the Lord's way. I need you to move this way. Yes, it's going to be a little hard. So which one you choosing? The wide way is all the way disconnecting you from that light, from that energy, from that power. You might think you get wisdom and knowledge, which is human wisdom and knowledge, right? The left side, you can gang on the left side, but it's not going to be of the Lord, right? The righteous is plain for the man and the elect women, right? We're going to fall in order, let alone we're going to be about Yahweh Shem Yahushai. If a man is in a unrighteous way or unrighteous direction, he falls away from Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And it happened many times in history, right? So let's go to Matthew, the 7th chapter, verse 13. It says, enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat, because straight is the gate and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it, right? Only a few found Yahushai. St. John 14:6, because he is the way, the truth, and the life. So everybody is not going to find Yahushai. Yahushai is the key, right? He's the foundation of the whole ministry. The law is Yahushai. Prophecies, Yahushai, right? The miracles, all Yahushai. Creations, he's the father of creations, right? The word, Yahushai, everything pertains to Yahushai. This teaching, Yahushai, right? If you do not know or understand or believe in Yahushai, you are not walking that path, right? St. John 6:44, right? The Lord has to draw you to his son. If you're not drawn to his son, Yahushua is not enabling you in his ministry. So if you are doing the work of the Lord and you can see that you're doing it, examine yourself, right? Keep working. Galatians 6:3, right? Any man that think himself something, he deceiveth his own self. We all need to do better. Always work. Even if you're on the narrow path, sometimes you got to talk to yourself. You're on the narrow path. Wake yourself up. Take the honorable path, and you cannot go wrong. It's your brother Adar Gabar Lowell, and this is edifying straight to the point. And with that, Yahweh speed.